The first sign something was off with my brother Jake happened on a random Tuesday night. Mom had made her famous lasagna, the kind with 3 cheeses and that slow-simmered marinara she only busted out for special occasions. But Jake, usually the first to inhale a plate, just pushed the food around with his fork, his eyes glued to his phone. "Earth to Jake," I said, nudging him. "You good?" He blinked like he'd forgotten we were there. "Huh? Yeah. Just tired." Mom frowned. This was the 4th time this week he'd been spacey. At 22, Jake was the baby of the family, a sweet, introverted guy who'd rather binge sci-fi documentaries than party. But lately, he'd been secretive, taking calls outside, smiling at his phone like it held the secrets of the universe. I should have guessed it was a girl. I just never imagined which girl. Mom cornered him after dinner. "Jake, talk to me. Are you in trouble?" The way his throat moved, like he was swallowing something bitter, told me this wasn't about debt or a failed class. "It's complicated," he muttered. Mom crossed her arms. "Try me." A beat of silence. Then, "I think I'm in love with Lisa." The air left the room. Lisa. Mom's Lisa. Her college roommate. The woman who'd held my mom's hand through her divorce, who'd brought soup when we had the flu, who'd been my emergency contact more times than I could count. Lisa, who was 41. Mom's wine glass hit the counter with a clink. "You're joking." Jake's jaw set. "I've never been more serious." What followed was a week of hushed arguments and slamming doors. Mom oscillated between fury, "She's old enough to be your mother, Jake," and concern, "Is this some kind of mommy issues thing?" I googled sun crushing on Mom's friend at 2 a.m. The results were unhelpful. Finally, Mom declared, "I'm talking to Lisa." Lisa arrived Saturday with her usual bottle of Chardonnay and a hug for me. Then she saw Mom's face. "Susan? What's wrong?" Mom didn't sugarcoat it. "Jake says he's in love with you." Lisa's wine hand froze mid-pour. For 3 agonizing seconds, the only sound was the glug-glug-glug of alcohol spilling onto the table. Then she laughed. Like, really laughed. "Oh my God. That's hilarious." Mom didn't smile. "He's dead serious." Lisa's amusement died. She sank into a chair. "But Susan, I'm 41. He's a kid." "Not to him," Mom said quietly. Then came the gut punch. Lisa rubbed her temples. "Okay, yes, he's been texting me a lot. Asking for book recommendations, sending memes. I thought he was just lonely." A pause. "There was one time, though. At your barbecue last month? He hugged me goodbye and it felt long. I chalked it up to him being awkward." Mom's face paled. "Did you ever?" "God, no." Lisa looked ill. "He's like my nephew." Telling Jake was the hardest part. "She doesn't feel the same way," Mom said gently that night. Jake's face crumpled. "You made her say that." "Jake." Mom grabbed his hands. "This isn't healthy. She's in a different decade of life. You're infatuated with an idea, not a real person." He ripped away. "You don't get it." The slamming door echoed for days. Lisa stopped coming over. Birthdays were tense. Thanksgiving was a masterclass in avoiding eye contact. But slowly, with therapy and time, Jake began to understand. "I think I just liked how she saw me," he admitted months later. "Like I was enough." Mom cried. 2 years later, Jake brings his girlfriend, age-appropriate, thanks be to God, to Lisa's wedding. They share an awkward hug. Later he whispers to me, "I cringe so hard thinking about that phase." I elbow him. "We all do." Because that's the thing about family. Sometimes the messiest moments teach you the most.